Somebody asked me this week, how in the world I have time to cook every day? Because I make YouTube videos, I coach, I'm putting together an online class, I have a Facebook group, I have a busy life. And the truth is, if something's important to you, you make time for it. And to me, the most important thing you can do to take good care of yourself is to feed yourself well. And that involves cooking. Now, I have the advantage, I love to cook. But after I've been working for a full day, for several hours, I come down into the kitchen, I'm exhausted, and the last thing I want to do is start cooking. So, I will say that a lot of the cooking I do on a day-to-day basis, a lot of the prep work is not done in the kitchen. I do a lot of planning and preparation before I even get into the kitchen, and I'm going to share that with you in today's video. The two tools that I use are, I keep my calendar in my phone, but the other tool I use is a week at a glance planner, $7.95 at any office supply store. It's not expensive, you don't need anything fancy. I have some resources for you. 6 strategies for permanent weight loss and 5 healthy salad dressings, plant-based and oil-free. You can find links to both of those in the description box. So I hope you'll check them out. So now, let's start planning some meals. I do this usually every Sunday night. The first thing I do is, I'm doing this for next week, I go through my calendar and I write in all of my fixed appointments and any travel time that will be involved. So the next thing I do after I have my fixed appointments in is block out both lunch and dinner, and not just the times that I'm taking to eat it, but also blocking in prep time. Generally, I take about an hour and a half for lunch and around an hour and 15 minutes for dinner. The other thing I do is, because batch cooking is really the name of the game here, is Tuesday morning is cooking morning. That's the day that I've blocked out that I batch cook. I don't work out in the morning, and I don't do anything other than go to the grocery store at around 8 and then spend the rest of the morning batch cooking. And on this week's agenda, and then I'll write it down, I'm going to do roast veggies, and I'm going to make a pot of chili for the freezer. Actually, we're going to have one meal, and then the rest of it is going in the freezer. I'll make a double recipe, and I'll go to the grocery store. Most mornings, I don't get to work until around 10. Every morning, other than Tuesday, is blocked off for workout and gardening. These days, I'm trying to get my workout in early because it's getting warmer, and I'm not much of a sun worshiper. I don't schedule anything before 10, that's for sure. Generally, I try to finish lunch by 1, but I know that because I'm going to be cooking, I probably won't get done until about 1:30. Most people have meals that they cycle through, and we're no exception to that. Because my husband's been home during the pandemic, and it looks like he's going to be working from home a lot more, he's working just fine for us. We eat our main meal at noon and then just have either soup or a salad for dinner. So, and we cycle through meals, and it's the same thing every week. If this is Tuesday, it must be chili. In a perfect world, I have chili that I can pull out of the freezer that I've made on one of my batch cooking days. but that isn't always perfect, so I always have at least one can of chili on the shelf. So on most days, by at least 20 to 12, I'm in the kitchen, and I have that blocked, all that time blocked out. We have chili on Tuesday. On Monday is pasta, but this particular Monday, I've got some appointments, and there is some travel time involved, so there won't be time for lunch, and we actually probably will be eating out on, usually we eat out on Fridays, but we're probably doing takeout on Monday instead this week. Tuesday is chili. Wednesday is my unfried beans. Thursday is a Buddha bowl with tahini lemon sauce. And Friday, which is usually out, but we're going to have our Monday lunch on Friday, and that's going to be pasta. And this week it's going to be with marinara. And on Saturday, it's always pizza. Dinners are less complicated, and what I try to do is I also block out dinner and prep time. I usually start around 5:30. It's a salad. I don't plan the dressing in advance. It's usually, I have a repertoire of different dressings and really just make whatever is my whim. But I do block out the time. And I can also see that on this this Tuesday, it is tight. So I may, while I'm batch cooking, I may make the dressing also, so I won't have that much work to do. Doing it this way means that I have to work most evenings. As you can see, my schedule with the meal prep times is starting to fill up now. This is really how I do it. The other thing that I'll do is I write my to-do list on this blank periods of time. I'll fill in the projects that I'm working on and my to-do list for that project. Write goals for the week on top of on the top of the page. One of the things that, so for instance, the chili, will make a note for Monday evening because I've got the beans cooked, but they're in the freezer. So I'll make a note, beans out of freezer. So I'll remember to do that. My Tuesday batch cooking, it rotates. This Tuesday I'll make chili. Last Tuesday I made marinara sauce. One of the advantages of keeping meals very consistent is that it makes shopping a lot easier. Is that I know pretty much from week to week how much we're going to eat of what. So there's really very little guesswork involved. The roasted vegetables that I will make on Tuesday, I'll make enough for the week, and we will have those roasted vegetables with every lunch, except for the pizza on Saturday. I have a list of staples that I check before I go to the grocery store. So that's it. That's how I plan my meals and make sure that we eat well for the week. I encourage you to find 6 meals that you like and then cycle through them so that there's not a lot of guesswork in your day-to-day meal prep. I really believe that the easier it is and the less fuss you make, the more likely you will be to eat well. I'm going to have several links, and one will be to my staples list and then to my 6 strategies for permanent weight loss and my 5 healthy salad dressings. And also to my Facebook group. So there will be several links in the description box below, and I hope you'll check one or more of them out. If you have any questions or if there are any videos you'd like to see, put it in the comment box. I'd love to hear from you. So remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you click on the bell, you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.